All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, like I said, I was going to do this video, real quick video, especially for Amanda Lemos and Amanda Lemos fans. As y'all know, it's going down this Saturday. Big fight, probably the biggest fight of her career so far. She's taking on Jessica Andrade, one of the most dangerous, powerful fighters in WMMA. Pound for pound, has one of the best resumes in WMMA. If that's not enough pressure, it's a 5-round main event. Wow, Amanda Lemos in a 5-round main event with Jessica Andrade. I mean, the pressure's on her. I mean, honestly, the pressure is on her, right? It's more on her than it is Jessica Andrade. Not saying that she can't get it done, but let's be honest. The pressure is on Amanda Lemos in this fight. You know, this is her time to shine, and she's got a big task standing in front of her in Jessica Andrade. So, real quick, man, I'm just coming with this corner talk video. You know, basic, simple message about the basic, simple tool that Amanda Lemos needs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all probably thought I was going to talk about something crazy in this video for Amanda Lemos, but y'all know what it is, especially for Amanda Lemos, what she needs to do. She knows what she needs to use, and she needs to use it like her life depends on it in this fight. The jab. That's right. I'm talking about that jab again, man. Amanda Lemos needs to pump that jab out like her life depends on it against Jessica Andrade. I mean, that's the one weapon I think every fighter in the game needs, you know, in the sport of mixed martial arts. Whether you're a wrestler, whether you're a grappler, Muay Thai fighter, I think that jab is a special weapon. It can get it done. You know what I mean? It's one of the straight, basic, simple tools that if you use it right, it can get you whatever you need. It opens up a lot of opportunities. It opens up a lot of doors in there. I mean, you've seen people score head kicks off of jabs, land beautiful left hooks, right hands, get takedowns, get into the clinch off of a good jab. You know, keeping that one weapon in somebody's face because it's just such a straightforward punch square in the nose or in the chest or in the body. You know, it can get you what you need. Some people overthink it. You know, they think it's too simple, but no, that one weapon can get you whatever you need. And I think that Amanda Lemos needs to understand that going into this fight. Now, Amanda Lemos, as y'all know, the lady has power in both hands. You know, she's knocked out a few people, you know, not like a great deal, but quite a few people. You know, she's got a few first-round knockouts, definitely shows she has power in both hands. But sometimes that power can make you a little overconfident. You know what I mean? You think you can go in there, depend on that power at any point. You know, you can say, okay, it's going to be lights out whenever I want. But sometimes you can fall behind. You know, sometimes you can fall behind, especially if you're dealing with a highly durable fighter, or if you're dealing with a high active fighter or somebody's just as dangerous that just keeps coming with high cardio and a great chin, right? So you can't just go in there and get overconfident on power. You know, you have to go in there and set up that power. You know, how do you do that? Pumping that jab out. So Amanda Lemos, you got to go into this fight understanding that this jab has to be in the face of Jessica Andrade, not just in round 1, not just in round 2 as a feel out, but it needs to be in her face from round 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or until you can actually score that big straight right hand or whatever punch it is, or whatever head kick it is that knocks her out. It has to be in the face of Jessica Andrade constantly. You know, the jab, like I always say, can be used as a range finder or a blinder, you know, meaning that it creates distance. You know, you pump that jab out, you got longer reach than Jessica Andrade. You pump it out, you know, get a feel out, you know, just throw it out there to show you, to kind of find your own range, to keep her at bay, because you want to keep a power puncher, you know, a hooker like her. Somebody throws them hooks, those left hooks and right hooks wildly. You want to keep her at bay, so you want to keep measuring that range so you can say, okay, this is how far I got to keep her back, so when she steps in, boom, I can land that right hand, right? Also, it's that blinder that you can just kind of flick out, or you can, you know, slam it into the face of Jessica Andrade, you know, constantly slam it into her face as she steps in. She steps in, you keep pumping it into her face, and then boom, she never sees the right hand coming, right? So it's important that jab stays constant and consistent throughout these rounds in the arsenal of Amanda Lemos' fight with Andrade. I mean, I don't think she pumped it out enough in the Angela Hill fight, which you can see was kind of her downfall. You know, she used it a little bit, just kind of sparingly. I think she was looking for the knockout, and she already said that she wanted to knock Angela Hill out, so it took her out of the mind frame of just staying into the basics. See, when you ignore the basics, something so simple, you start overthinking things and you make things harder on yourself, And then what happens? That other fighter sees you overthinking and they see you stressing. They can feel it. Boom, that's where they capitalize, right? I still think Angela Hill lost to Amanda Lemos, but there were times in there Angela Hill got comfortable and didn't even need to worry about the power, right? So imagine what somebody like Andrade is going to do. Somebody with that Hulk state of mind. You know, their constant thing is to come in and destroy Hulk smash mode. That's what Jessica Andrade is on. What if you go in there overthinking and saying, oh, okay, let me set up this power shot just with the lead right hand, or, oh, man, like, she's moving too fast for me. What am I going to do? You know, Andrade smells that because she's constantly coming. You know, she's constantly coming and she's always looking for openings. So it's on you to say, okay, let's keep this thing simple. Andrade is tough, but we can figure this out if we just keep the pressure off of us. She's going to keep enough pressure on us, so let's not put in too much pressure on ourselves, right? Let's keep pressure off of ourselves because we got enough pressure coming at us. So how do we do that? We keep this fight simple by using that one simple tool to start the fight off, and that's a good, hard, slamming jab in the face of Jessica Andrade. I mean, the best example, beautiful blueprint on how to beat Jessica Andrade. I mean, this was a few years back now. Of course, Jessica Andrade has evolved a little bit, but only so much, especially with somebody with the skill set and IQ of Lemos should still be able to make it work. You know, she still should be able to make the jab work, but that one blueprint that's out there is the Joanna fight. You know, that Joanna fight, I mean, Joanna just kept pumping that jab out in the face over and over on Jessica Andrade. Every time she stepped in her range, boom, jab, boom, jab, boom, jab. When she did get in, she used the takedown defense, created that space, boom, jab, round after round. That's what it was, right? So it's really going to be important that she keeps it out there. Like that one simple jab can tame Andrade in this fight. You know, as long as you know how to use it and you keep it going. That's why I say, like, Lemos, the more and more she just depends on the power, it could be a downfall here, because we know she naturally carries the power, right? But once you start thinking about it, you fall behind. You know, you have to say, okay, let me use this simple weapon, and then that next weapon that I know I naturally have, it'll flow. That's why that's why it flows, because it's natural. You know, you just have to let it flow because it's natural. So I'm just saying, look, Andrade, she may have evolved a little bit with her head movement and her feints, but I just think that the boxing ability of Amanda Lemos is next level, and she should have no problem planting that jab wherever it needs to go. You know, the jab is straight, of course, but you're not always pumping it just in the same straight line. You know, you got to pump it in the triangle form, or, you know, the upside down triangle, however, you know, shoulder, chest, body, however, you know, you want to throw it, but it's always going to stay straight to the point, because Andrade is coming straight forward, so you shouldn't have to do much adjusting to it as far as angles. So with Amanda Lemos' IQ, this should be a jab fest for her all day long. It should be a jab fest for her, well, until she can land that big right hand, right? So I'm just saying, look, this is important. This is an important weapon. It may seem simple. It may sound stupid to you about doing a video about this, but no, I'm just saying, like, it's something that every fighter needs to hear. Like, even the lower level fighters out there now, you listen to this video, it's not just for Amanda Lemos, it's for everybody out there. Like, go back and look at some of the Joanna fights out there. Understand, like, why she throws this jab. Go back to boxing and look at fighters like Winky Wright and Floyd Mayweather, how they throw their jab. Bernard Hopkins. I mean, look at how they throw it and why they throw it. Look how they tame fighters with just that one simple slamming left hand into the face of their opponent. Look at what it can do. The minute their nose starts bleeding and they can't figure out the timing of it, look what it does. So, you know, Amanda Lemos needs to go in there and understand the jab is going to be her best friend. It's going to be her lifesaver in this fight against a monster. One simple weapon is going to save her against somebody that carries so much power. Believe me, it will. Look, Rose, she was having success with it in the first fight. Could have pieced up Andrade and, you know, maybe stopped her, but what happened? She lost the focus, let her close in, and boom. So if Amanda Lemos can follow the blueprint and not turn into somebody that's just going to try to trade with Andrade and hook with her and try to brawl with her, we don't want to see that. I mean, casual fans want to see that because they want to see blood. But if you want to see somebody advance, I want to see a technical beatdown. You know what I mean? So none of that, you know, trading on the fence or, you know, trading in the pocket. Keep it simple. Like I said, Joanna did. Slam that jab into the face of Jessica Andrade all night. Pump that jab out like your life depends on it, because it really does. Your life does depend on it. Your career depends on it. But when Andrade gets her hands on you, your life's going to flash before your eyes. Let's be real. When she throws one of them right hands over your lazy left hand, or you stepping in, or she finds your range, you're going down. Right? I think that's pretty much been established, with her reputation. But yeah, man, final thoughts. Be smart with it. Pump that jab out. Use it. Don't abuse it. But just jab, jab, jab. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.